The Southern Africa are actually contributing great to the African development, okay? These people are actually highly advanced in most of the things, and I want us to celebrate them, okay? Today we have a country from the Southern Africa that we have to celebrate and acknowledge their improvements or their developments, okay? So let's see this. Recently, it was shared by the African Fast Zone people saying that Botswana has unveiled its first locally assembled electric cars with support from 2 Chinese companies. The cars were assembled by Botswana engineers. So Botswana is assembling both electric buses and electric vehicles. Wow, that is very impressive, okay? So they are saying that Botswana is now have assembled their electric cars in their country, Botswana. And they're not only assembling electric cars, but also electric buses too. Okay, that's very impressive. Now you see what Botswana are doing. They have assembled it in their own country. Southern Africans are doing great. And the key point is what? Assembled. I know some people are not going to agree with that word assembled, but that is the word here, assembled. Let's see what you people think about it. Let's go. Well, tomorrow news to this, Afrique Stats and Post also says Botswana enters the EV market. That is, Botswana has unveiled its first domestically assembled electric vehicles. Thanks to collaborating with Chinese brands, the nation is preparing to roll out 50 electric vehicles soon, following the successful assembly and testing of 3 buses and SUVs, which boast ranges of 520 kilometers and 250 kilometers respectively. Moreover, more than 150 Botswana technicians have received training in vehicle assembly as part of its initiative. Okay, so this is something I'm talking about here. I told you that the key word here is assembled, and I know some of you will not actually be happy with that word assembled though, because you were hoping that Botswana can produce this, and also they did this with 2 Chinese companies that were backing them up. But see the main point that I was actually happy to share this with you. It says, moreover, more than 150 Botswana technicians have received training in vehicle assembly as part of this initiative. See the deal Botswana signed with China. Although these were done by Chinese companies and then was also founded and enhanced by the Chinese people, but 150 Botswanese citizens have been able to learn how to assemble these things. And I know for sure by the end of this year, or the next 5 years, 10 years to come, Botswana can be able to produce their own electric cars. That is what I'm looking for, or I'm watching right now. The bigger picture here. The bigger picture here. That's what I'm looking for. Wow. So you see, these are the kind of deals we want our governments to actually be doing for our continent, okay? Not just seeking for loans and aids, and then you don't know what actually the aids and loans are for, but actually attract such deals like this that can also enhance some engineers or some people to learn 1 or 2 things to help the African continent. These are the kind of deals we need on our continent, okay? So if you are actually having a problem with the assembled in the news, well, it's actually not that bad, okay? It's a humble beginning. One day it can be greater, okay? This can actually be something great in the future. Trust me, I know it will. I trust my Southern African people too. All right, so this person says, Botswana assembling electric cars is not just a win for the country, but for Africa. It's great to see local engineers powering a greener future. Well, that is Mark Judson saying this to the Botswanan people. Well, this person says, China doing the Lord's work in Africa. Once these cars are affordable, boom, we move to the next item on the list. Value addition to local produces, aka industrialization. We should be exporting chocolates, not cocoa beans. God did not bless us to come and be suffering like this. Yeah, that's a very good point here. That's very good. We should now start to be adding more value to our products, okay? We should stop sending raw materials out there. That is a good point though. I like it when some Africans actually agree with me on something. Mind you, this page is no Pan-Africanism. I'm not a Pan-African, no. I'm never a Pan-African. I'm just here to share some positive things about Africa, okay? So that we can learn, we can appreciate, we can love, and also we can also spread our idea and mind to Africa and our various countries, and then we can also learn 1 or 2 things about our continents. That is what I'm doing here. I'm not a Pan-African. I cannot. That is a big burden for me. I can't hold that one. But I can actually contribute some positivity in this continent. That's what I'm doing. Right? Let's do this one. Okay, so this one says, in fact, China will set up an electric vehicle assembly plant in Botswana. That plant will employ a few local engineers. That is so true. if China is able to enhance their manufacturing and their assembling, they will actually build an assembly plant in Botswana, and that can also boost economy. Well, that's so true. China is actually good when it comes to production and then technological works. Okay, so yeah, these are the kind of deals we are hoping from our African continent and for African leaders. Okay, so hopefully Botswana can be great, and other African countries can also be great. Don't forget, Uganda, sorry, are also producing their own electric cars. That is the Kira Motors automobiles. They're actually doing great in Uganda too. So Africa is actually doing great, okay? Africa is doing great. My name is Rashia. Say this was African Time. Glad you joined me for this episode and this section. See you guys more. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, most importantly, share and comment also. These are the things I need to see so that we can have a viable and a more interesting dialogue at the comment section. See you guys around.